Hello, Nova Online Math 161. In this video, we're looking at section 3.5, topic 1, solving exponential equations. Solve the equation, write the solution set with exact value answers. So we have an exponential equation here, 5 raised to the 3x minus 1 power on the left-hand side. And on the right side, we have 3 raised to the 7x power. Let's start this by taking natural log of both sides. So I'm putting natural log of 5 to the 3x minus 1 power equals natural log of 3 raised to the 7x power. When you take natural log, we can bring down the exponent, the 3x minus 1 and 7x to the front of the natural log. So I'm going to circle the exponents 3x minus 1 and 7x and draw a line indicating that these are going down to the front. Both sides. All right. Now, so what we will have is 3x minus 1. But notice I'm putting that inside a parenthesis, okay? So that way, the next step is clear that we will be distributing natural log of 5 in. So after writing 3x minus 1 in a parenthesis, write down natural log of 5 equals, now what came down from the right side? 7x. Now 7x is just a monomial, so you don't really have to put a parenthesis around it, but you can if you want. So I'm going to put 7x here. And it's getting multiplied by what? Natural log of 3. All right, let us distribute the left-hand side. So when you distribute 3x minus 1 by natural log of 5, I'm doing 3x times natural log of 5. That will give us 3x ln 5. We're not really multiplying, we're just putting them next to each other, right? All right, next. When you multiply negative 1 times natural log of 5, that will give us negative 1 natural log of 5. Now, when that coefficient is 1, when this number in front of natural log of 5 is 1, we don't really have to write 1, so I can erase that. But if that was 2 in front of it, that you have to keep it, okay? All right, equals. I'll just write this right-hand side as 7x natural log of 3, okay? Looks pretty complicated, but we gotta remember the goal is to solve for x. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna circle all the terms that has x, okay? So on the left-hand side, I have 3x natural log of 5. I like that red circled 3x natural log of 5 to stay on the left-hand side. I want to keep all the terms that have x on the left. And if it doesn't have x, I'm going to send it to the other side, to the right side. So look at this negative natural log of 5 that I'm boxing in blue. Okay? This doesn't have x there, right? This term doesn't have x. So what I will do is I'll move this negative natural log of 5 to the right side by adding it, okay? Now I'm looking at this right-hand side, and I notice that 7x natural log of 3 has x. If it has x, we want to gather all of those to the left-hand side. So the only thing that's not getting moved is this 3x natural log of 5. But the two terms that I boxed in blue and circled in red are switching places. So take a look. We're going to keep that 3x natural log of 5 exactly the same. But notice, when that 7x natural log of 3 goes to the other side of the equal sign, we are subtracting it, right? So the positive term will now change to negative term. So we have negative 7x natural log of 3. Draw the equal sign. Now look, we used to have negative natural log of 5 on the left-hand side, but we're moving it to the other side by adding it. So the negative term will now switch to positive natural log of 5. All right, Now, that moving process was so that we can have x on the same side of the equal sign. Now, what we're going to do now is factor out that x to the front. Notice both terms on the left have variable x, right? So factor that out to the front. And let's write down what's left inside this parenthesis. So I have x outside. And if you take a look at what's left, we have 3 natural log of 5. So I'm going to write down 3 natural log of 5 for the first term minus 7 natural log of 3. 7 natural log of 3 because we're factoring out that x to the front. So the right-hand side will stay the same. We're still going to have a natural log of 5, but we're one step away, okay? We're trying to solve for x. If you notice, x is currently getting multiplied by this big parenthesis of 3 natural log of 5 minus 7 natural log of 3. So if you want to cancel out the multiplication, we are going to divide both sides by what's inside that parenthesis. Okay, so we're dividing both sides by 3 natural log of 5 minus 7 natural log of 3. And when you divide the left side by that, we must divide the right side by the same thing. So I'm writing that on the right-hand side. Okay, so we got the answer. The left side, everything cancels out but x. So our final answer in exact form is x equals a fraction that has natural log of 5 on the numerator and 3 natural log of 5 minus 7 natural log of 3 in the denominator. Okay, and guys, that is the exact form. Okay, I know for Alex homeworks, you guys may sometimes have to type that into the calculator to get the decimal approximation. But for your exam, we're going to ask you to leave your answer in exact form. So that's where you can stop.